about 2 o'clock now. Set up in a new spot, actually by the old food plot we tried last night. I got Clark standing there in the middle looking kind of pretty. Sun's gazing out, shining on him a little bit. Hopefully it brings in the big boys. A little teaser. Didn't see anything this morning. The old Skunkarooski, I sat in the other spot until about noon. Got down, had a little lunch. But now we're out here at the food plot. The wind's still pretty strong. Coming from the west now, which will be perfect for this food plot. A little northwest. So, well, we're gonna snack on the old Cliff Bar. I am not sponsored by Cliff Bars, I just like them. They give you some great energy. A little windy. I moved my stand out of a dead tree yesterday into this one. A little bit more sturdy. About 3 hours till dark. Hopefully the wind dies down. If not, cheers. Oh boy, I just shot. Looked like a pretty nice 10-pointer. Looked like I shot it a little bit on the high side, but I couldn't quite get the camera turned on him, but I had the GoPro on me shooting. Alright, I'm settled down a little bit now. I see my arrow. See my lighted knock in the ground over there. I'm gonna walk down, go check it out, and see if I got any blood or not. But, I mean, it looked like I smoked them. And I saw my arrow. We're gonna go check out the loom knock here. See if there's any blood on that arrow. I'm not gonna go track it yet, but I wanna go check to see if I got any blood. I am shook up right now. Right here's where I shot him. This is, he was making a scrape. Let's go check out the arrow here. It broke off. Had a little bit of penetration on him. I'd say about 7-8 inches of penetration. I'm just gonna hold off for now. Wait for the crew and we'll go from there, but got the arrow, or half of it. Getting nervous, but the shot looked pretty good. I'm packing up my gear. I got my buddy Josh went and grabbed the cart. I'm still a little shook up trying to breathe here. He didn't even come to see the decoy. The wind was blowing down below me, and I thought, shoot, any minute now he's gonna catch my scent and he's gonna dart. But I snuck an arrow in an open lane that I just set this stand up 2 hours ago. I think that I shot it behind the front shoulder, hit the back shoulder, and as it was running out, ran and snapped my arrow off. That's the hope anyway, so.
What'd you do, Nick?
Shot at a deer. Well, first off, I got up here and I sat in the stand yesterday in this dead tree, and it was windy as all heck, so I didn't want to sit in that thing because I knew any day it was going to blow over, and you're open and you don't really have a whole lot of cover. So I grabbed the stand and I moved it up into this tree where I'm hidden back there a little bit. Right after the wind stopped, I smashed my rattle horns, my grunt tube, snort wheeze, did it for like a minute or two, put it away, and about 10 minutes later, below me I heard crunch crunch. And I'm like, there's a deer, it's a big deer. So I grabbed my bow and I turned around, and there it was at 20 yards. And he was straight, moving his horns, licking the branch, and I'm like, oh boy, that's a nice one. So I didn't have time to grab my camera. It was my only lane down there. I didn't cut any lanes. I didn't even think about shooting down there. There was one lane there, and I was like, it's now or never. Turn on the GoPro. Smacked him right behind the front shoulder, a little bit up on him, but then it ran, and my arrow snapped off like 10 yards away, but I got in probably a good 8 inches in, so.
You're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it looked good, it felt good, but it's not over till it's over.
Let's go. Oh, dude, he's a king. Woo! Nice job, dude.
Oh, I don't even know what this buck is.
Dude, he's heavy, dude.
He's heavy. Hey, he's a 4-year-old there for sure. Oh. Oh man. That is a gnarly dandy.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Buried it.
Bad. Perfect placement. Yep. Wow, that looks like a nice horn.
Yeah. It's Monday, November 2nd. We should be at work today, but instead we're gonna try to kill a big buck.
set up at the same spot we've been at this week. Call it the Little Lake Stand. So we know there's a couple good ones in here on camera. Weather is beautiful. It's like 30 degrees, no wind right now. Nick killed a big buck last night, so we're hoping we can do the same this morning.
shot?
I think it worked perfect when he moved. I think it was a good shot.
I can't believe that. It worked just like we drew it up.
He came in right at that decoy.
He squared up to it. We grunted him in. We rattled him in. Dude, that was awesome.
That was the coolest footage I probably ever
Dude.
I had no idea you had your bow back.
I had to.
How long were you drawing?
30 seconds or more. I was shaking like a leaf.
When he was looking at us, I'm like, we're screwed.
I know. That's why I was like, I have to shoot him. He's gonna bust out of here, and I had no lane.
Right when he turned,
I had this much of a shot.
I think you got in at least this far.
I had this much of a shot because those branches right there. So I'm like, if he turns away, I had no shot. I'm like, I'm either gonna bury it.
10 pointer.
We have that one on camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When he was facing off, he wanted to F the decoy up.
Dude, if he didn't see us at the last second, I was gonna have a broadside 25-yard shot. And I was like, I can't risk that him busts off. We gotta take the shot.
I didn't know if he was gonna do it. I'm shaking about as much as I did.
My knees were shaking, dude. I had to sit down when he was at the edge of that field. Dude, that was just like we drew it up. We shot 2 bucks in 12 hours, 24 hours. Oh, dude, sweet. I'm shaking, man. We're set up here. We have a big CRP field underneath this bluff here, and we have a strip of woods that runs along the whole CRP and then into this grass, and the river wraps around us here, and we know the deer like to run this finger and bed in this thick tamaracks along the river, and in the years past we'd seen deer here. We could never get them to come into our setup here, so we brought the buck out this year. First time. We just bought it 2 weeks ago, and it worked like a charm. We saw a coyote running in this back field, probably, I don't know, close to 200 yards away from us, and shortly after that, maybe 2 minutes later, I saw a buck in the same spot the coyote was. So I grunted a couple times, and then I had Nick hit the antlers, and he did a little sequence, and then I snort wheezed, and we didn't see him for maybe 3-4 minutes, and we were getting nervous, and all of a sudden saw him come to the edge of this finger here and came out and worked from probably 120 yards away all the way into, I don't know, 10 yards from the decoy. Put a shot on him, not the ideal shot, but he kind of had us dead to rights at the last second there. He was head on to us and took a quartering 2 shot, but I think we pinned the shoulder okay, and hopefully we were able to get in the vitals. I was able to find some blood up there that looked pretty decent, so we're gonna go back to the hotel here, check the footage, and then come back and see if we can't find this guy. Really that shot. All right guys, so we're back here, same spot we were this morning. We've given it about 2 hours since the shot. I went back to the hotel, took another look at the footage. Looks like we drilled him behind the shoulder. He's quartering to us a little bit, but it was hugging the shoulder pretty good. We found some little spray about 50 yards from where I shot him or so, and we kind of saw him run into the thick brush, so we're gonna go track him, see if we can find him.
just walk right by it. I look for my ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's the 9th one.
Yeah.
I'm scared. You guys are scared too. Oh yeah.
I was getting a little nervous.
I lost hope a little bit.
God, dude, we grunted this dude in. Look at that face, it's so white. That shot was funny though. Pretty large.
What?
Pretty large.
Is it 3 feet? It looks like it's 3 feet, but
All right, guys, we got them all loaded up here. It was an interesting track job. It took us, I don't know, he probably went close to 300 yards from the shot. We got it long, I think. But we ended up finding him sitting right on the riverbank. It was a pretty exciting end of the hunt. So super thankful we were able to find him. Huh? Finally got to Josh's cue.
You got it. Oh yeah, that's a dandy.
Couldn't pass on that one.
God, no.
You guys are gonna laugh when you see the video for this one.
Oh, nice one, dude.
If the tactic cam didn't glitch, you guys are gonna get a laugh.
Mass.
He's got a lot of mass down.
Oh.
We've had some good times already.
Where's your air? Oh, shot the other side.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
Puff article.
Probably ran like 100 yards. Went down after about 50. I was like starting to celebrate, put my camera down, got back up, started running away, started panicking, but then he went down again like 40 yards away from that, so. And then he stayed down, but then other deer kept coming by and I wasn't sure if it was him getting up or not, and then I really started getting nervous. This thing off this side is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Trident. It's a good name.